Es razón de alabar al Dios grande y poderoso.
101 is Kuf Aleph. 101 is after 100 you get big blessings. And if he gives a big bit of heart 101, I think we accept that as one of the greatest things in the world. The boys I like, but the girls I love. You give me 3-4 new girls, and we can run another SBH.
So I have very fond memories of the synagogue. As a young child, I remember walking to the synagogue during the holidays. It's been part of my life forever, and I just love the synagogue.
But a lot of people still have, like ourselves, still have loyalty to it. Basically, it's tradition.
And I lived just across the street from the synagogue till I was about 7 years old. And the synagogue was the focal point of our life.
It's what kept the family together. I love it. I just love it. So lucky to be a Sephardic Jew in Seattle.
I remember growing up in my house, that Friday afternoon, when my dad would shower up and get ready for Shabbat, and he'd come out after splashing on his English leather aftershave, and he would always say, "Oh, Shabbat."
Before Rabbi Maimon was a rabbi, he used to give me horseback rides up and down First Street.
My favorite memories are when I went to the camp. And that was Sephardic Holim Youth Camp. I remember sneaking off a little bit with a lifeguard. We went for a boat ride, and of course my mom was at the shore there yelling, "Get back in."
But really the important part of camp was it was the first time that I really experienced Judaism, the first time I did Shabbat, the first time we prayed 3 times a day. But really it was those memories of camp that sort of brought me back to the synagogue in my recent years.
I think I was fortunate to be in the generation that got to see Rabbi Maimon and Reverend Ben Arroyo in their prime. And I've got just great memories starting as a really young boy in the choir that the Reverend had. I can picture Larry Adato, Larry Azos, Norman, Isaac Varon, Albie Mushkatel, Jackie Maimon, and Michael Maimon.
We're here in the Charhon Library. I can remember being a kid taking a running start and then sliding on my stomach all the way down the table. I'm almost never more passionate about talking about anything, right, except for the synagogue. Not just a building, but I like to say it's also like a wellspring of opportunities to provide all these really great Jewish experiences for people.
For me, this was home, and not just home, home in terms of family, and home in terms of Seattle, but home in terms of where we grew up, where I feel comfortable coming to pray.
Just come visit, come say hello. Like Rabbi Maimon says, you just got to be in the room. Let's be together in the room.
There's a lot of different kinds of people who come to SBH. It's always nice to be in touch again and see where they're at and what's doing with their family.
So it was a matter of belonging. You are who you are, I am who I am, and we all belong here like everybody else.
A lot of the people who we see at synagogue are the people we see at our other community organizations, whether it's the schools or the places we volunteer, and so that's a nice thing. People are really involved at the congregation with other things in the Jewish community.
And Ezra definitely feels like this is his maybe his third home after school. He feels really comfortable here, right, Ez?
Yeah. SBH is more than just a place you go on Shabbat. It's a community. It's a place for my kids to learn. It's where friends and family get together. It's really a part of our everyday life.
I want the next generation to love the synagogue and own it. and keep it thriving. And I think in order for that to happen, you have to change with the times.
When I think of SBH, I think of opportunity. And when I think of opportunity, I think about my daughter Emma, who's standing right next to me, who's 11 years old. And she has had the opportunity to be empowered as a young girl here at SBH and really experience real Torah in the lens of a young girl with other young girls and explore her Judaism.
I think SBH's challenge will be being a dynamic enough place that still holds on to its traditions to attract and keep the younger members.
It's being able to allow us to connect our Judaism and connect to Hashem even stronger. So I don't think we could have done it anywhere else,
What's so special to me is when I would go to the synagogue and I would see my husband in the back row with my 4 sons sitting alongside of him, and that meant a great deal to me.
What makes SBH what it is the family atmosphere, that everybody feels a part of the community.
I first came to Seattle with my parents, and I was 10 years old at the time. This is my home. This is where I belong. This is where my history is. It's a wonderful place to be.
I want to wish Sephardic Bikur Holim not only 101 now, but many hundreds, please God. And I am sure that we are going to celebrate many, many, many more years.
I'm very excited about the future because there seems to be such an energy right now. It seems that this 100-year celebration has really galvanized people to think about what makes SBH special to them.
When I look around the youth of SBH, we have phenomenal young people who will be phenomenal future leaders. It's amazing to look at the children, the small people, the young people who comprise the SBH community.
We give the synagogue 2 bezus on each cheek and wish it a happy birthday para muchos años, many, many more to come.
We want to see another 100 years.
Bulemas or barekas? You have to think about it.
Bulemas.
Barekas.
I like spinach.
Okay, I like cheese. Okay.
I like my mother's bulemas.
Eating burekas and making burekas, but I do a great job making bulemas.
Yeah, I like Terry's bulemas. They're great.
Bulema.
So I think the cheesiness of one of them accompanied by the more cheesiness of the other one is hard to differentiate for me at this point. So
Bulemas or barekas?
Oh, bulemas.
That's tough. Depends who made the bulema and who made the bureka.
I am SBH.
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 We are SBH.
I am SBH.
We are 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 SBH.
Woohoo!
We are SBH.
We are SBH.
We are SBH.
We are SBH.
1, 2, 3.
We are SBH.
We love what we have. We love our traditions. And we're going to accept the showering blessings of God at 101.